Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are building a seaside cafe. And going into building this, I had literally no idea what I wanted to build. I just started putting walls down and then windows. And then I think when I did the outside, and I think I finished that, then I was like, maybe I could make this like a cafe or like a shop like thing. So I decided to do that, and I added like a bunch of little touches. And originally, I was going to scrap the build. Probably, I think after I finished the outside, or like part of the outside, because I didn't like it, and I scrap a lot of my builds that I don't like the outside of. So sometimes I'll spend like 15 minutes and be like, no, and then like delete it, and I'll start over. That happens almost at all of my videos. So process behind my work. But I decided to keep going with this one and add some vines on the outside, and then I started to like it more, and I'm very glad I didn't scrap it because I liked the way it turned out. And so I took this like cafe on the bottom, and then I put like a little apartment on the top, and I thought it was really cute. So I hope you enjoy. But today I was going to talk about, so in my house there's a bunch of little hearts in like, I don't know, like not the sparkles, but like confetti, like that kind of thing, but they're just like little heart-shaped pieces of plastic. I don't know what they're called right now. But I think close to 6 years at this point, I spilled a container. Oh, it's glitter. Oh, it's heart-shaped glitter. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, so heart-shaped glitter. I had a container that was a bunch of the heart-shaped glitter pieces and some green like specks, but the green specks aren't important because that doesn't involve any of what I'm going to talk about. So I spilled it on the floor, and there's probably 300 of them in this container that I kept them in. And so about 6 years ago, as I said, I spilled it on the ground in my bedroom, right next to where I am currently, next to my desk. I spilled them, almost all of them. Not even most of them, almost all of them onto the floor. And I tried to clean them up, but apparently I didn't get all of them because about 2, maybe 3 years after that incident, they started showing up around my house. So I now have a collection of them just sitting around places. One of them's, or there's like 15, I think, on a shelf above my dresser. And I just like collect them, so everybody in my house is like always on the look for like these hearts that are everywhere. And it's really funny that in just like the middle of the day, like my brother will come in and he'll just have like a heart on his finger, and then they'll all give it to me because I collect them. And so it's really cool just to like have like something that we collect from all around the house. And I have no idea how it like spread throughout the entirety of the house. I'm imagining it's from my pets, because I have 3 dogs and 1 cat, and they enter my room every so often. So I'm imagining it was from then that they came and got it like stuck to them or like on their feet or something, and they carried it around, or like one of us grabbed something that had one on it and moved it around the house. But they're literally everywhere. Like we'll find them on the steps or like places with carpet a lot because they'll get like stuck and you can't find them right away. Because like on the wood floor, I don't think we found any of them where there's the like wood flooring downstairs, but in the carpet we can find them. Quite often actually. More recently we found a lot. I think around like March, or like, yeah, from like December to March, we found a bunch of them. I think I found like 8 during that time period. Usually it's just like 1 every couple months, and so that's good. And so we're not have that many, but I spilled like 300, so I don't actually know how many are in the house because I thought I cleaned them all up and then I didn't actually. So that's good. But now I just have a bunch of them on my dresser, and we just collect them, and it's like a fun thing we do. But as I said, there were green sparkles in with the hearts. I have never found one of those. I don't know if any of them. I think I may have vacuumed them up or something, because they were tiny, like actual like tiny glitter things. They were much smaller than the hearts. The hearts are like half a centimeter wide probably. And so they're quite a bit bigger than like normal glitter sparkle looking size thing. So no clue, but just the hearts have been found, and so that's good. But I think 2-ish years ago, I have no clue. We replaced the like carpet in the like downstairs, like the living room, because it's like a separate room from the rest of the downstairs. It has like it's like kind of sunken, but it's like at the normal level, and the rest of it's higher. Probably makes no sense. But we replaced the carpet with wood flooring, and when we were doing that, we found 2 hearts like in the carpet, and we decided to glue them to the floor underneath the like current wood floor. So if anybody redoes the wood floor again, or if it ever gets redone or like ripped up at any point, they're gonna find some hearts glued to the floor with a message. I don't actually know like what. I think we wrote something, or we might have just glued the hearts in like a shape or something. I have no clue. It was too long ago. I have no memory. My memory is not great. But we did that, and then we covered it with the wood floor. So now we have our imprint on this house is hearts that are contagious. It is about as contagious as glitter. You just happen upon a red glitter heart every so often, and you call it good. But also I found one in my totes. Like I have some totes, like like those cubes that you put like the totes in that you get at like Target. You probably have no clue what I'm talking about, but I have one of those. And I found one in there, and I find a lot of weird stuff in those totes because I never look at them. It's like once in a while that I open them, but it has important stuff, like stuff for my pen pals, and then like computer cables, and then there's just like a random tote, so I don't enter them. And then I found one of those in there, and when I found them, I think about a week prior I was in it. I'm not sure how. It's a tiny piece of glitter, so I obviously didn't look that hard. But I found these things. I found like my loom, like the loom bracelet maker. I found that. No clue. And then I put it in the basement because I didn't know where to put it. So I was just like, okay, that can go with the rest of the arts and crafts stuff I no longer want in my room. And I found like a basket of like bracelets that I made, but I sucked at it. So they're not very good. And then I also found silly bands, and not at that time, but in that same drawer. I'd found silly bands probably 3-4 months ago. I found silly bands in there, and I forgot entirely about that whole silly bands thing, and I didn't even know that they were like popular at the time, because they were pretty popular when I was in like 2nd, 3rd grade, but I had like 300 of them. I'm not even sure why, because I don't remember using them that often, but I had like 300 of these like silly bands. Google them if you don't know. It's silly and then band spelled with a Z. But I had like a bunch of them, and I didn't know that they were popular at all until recently, when I was like probably on Pinterest or something. I have literally no idea how I figured out that they were cool, but I had a bunch of them, and that's pretty cool. And a bunch of, in like 7th grade, a bunch of kids would wear them, like probably like 60 on their arms. And so maybe they're coming back, but that was also 2 years ago. Just, bring back the silly bands. I have too many of them still. But we're getting to the end of the video. You can see that I, put some wood floor down over the dirt that's really ugly on this lot. And then I just decided to put some picnic benches out. So I hope you like it. Subscribe if you stayed to the end of the video or you like my content. But I post a new video every day of the week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye.